Alright, I'll start with an empty file in the part workbench. I'm going to create some primitives, a cylinder. That cylinder will have a radius of 1/8 of an inch and a height of 7 inches. Now I'll create a cone. That cone will have a radius, minor radius of 0 and a major radius of 1/8 of an inch and a height of 15 millimeters. Now we're going to transform our cone 15 millimeters down. Okay, then. We'll take our cylinder and cone and union them together. Now we're going to create some more primitives. First being a helix. We'll give it a pitch of 1.5 millimeters, a height of 14 millimeters, a radius of 1/8 of an inch, and an angle of -10 degrees. That looks about right. Now we're going to transform our helix 180 degrees down, or to one side, flipping it 180 degrees. We'll bring our fusion back for temporarily. Now we're going to click on the end point of the helix and the helix itself and create a new sketch, normal to edge. We're going to draw a triangle constrained with the point of the triangle being on the red axis. We're going to dimension it 2.5 millimeters. Close it, and we'll be sweeping that sketch along our helix. It looks alright. Let's see if we can remove that from our fusion. Click first on the fusion and then on the sweep, and go into part, boolean, and cut. Alright, looks like we're going to need to add some tolerance. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Part, boolean, and set tolerance. Minimum tolerance will say 1 mil. Maximum tolerance will say is 1 millimeter. Click on our tolerance, then on our sweep. Go into part, boolean, and cut. We're still not congruent. We're going to go into our sweep and change the diameter of our sketch of our the circle in our sketch to 2 millimeters. Now clicking first on our tolerance. We're going to go back into our sweep sketch and reduce the circle diameter to 1.5 millimeters. Let's see if that works. And it does. It's just a lead screw anyways, subject to tolerances. Now we're going to create a new sketch in the front view, and we're going to view the section, and starting at our origin point and coming outward, we're going to create a 1/2 inch by 1/8 inch square. Now we're going to create another primitive, helix in this case. Let the pitch be 1.5 inches. Let the height be 5 inches. Let the radius be 1/2 inch. And we'll click Create. Close the dialog. Click on our sketch and sweep it. Add it to the right-hand pane. Clicks and then make the helix the sweep path. Click OK. Now selecting this face of the sweep, the new sweep, we're going to create a new sketch. Make sure you turn the imported line into construction geometry, but that's the only line we need to import here. And draw a simple polyline. Click on this point and press the D key. Let that be 1/8 of an inch from the center line. Let this be 1.5 millimeters. And let this line be 3/8 of an inch. And we'll go ahead and dimension this off at 5 millimeters just for the sake of constraining the sketch. Now we'll do a simple extrude of that new sketch. Set it up to 20 millimeters, symmetric, and OK that. Click on our sweep, click Part, Compound, and Set Tolerance. Add a tolerance of around 1 millimeter. And click on our tolerance and our new extrude, control selecting one then the other, and perform a cut. We'll hide our two sketches. Now click on our cut, go into the draft workbench, and create a clone. Go back into Part, click on the clone, transform, and again 180 degrees from the origin. Alright, you can see you got your cutter geometry reasonably well defined. I'm going to go ahead and click on the top face of the top cut. Actually, we'll go ahead and union all three of those pieces together. Now we have one single fusion. I'm going to create a centered rectangle on that face. Click off of that. Click create a new sketch in the top view. We're going to offset it 8 inches. Once again, we're just creating a centered rectangle. This time it'll be 1/8 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch. Now we're going to be lofting those last two sketches together. Very simple lofts. Click on those 4 outer edges and fillet them. We're going to hide our sketches. Click on our control select the upper and lower edges now. Fillet them. We're going to be unioning those two together. Make sure that it passes the geometry checks. We'll do that in a second. We're going to add one more fillet right on that inside edge. Just 1 millimeter standard. And that's it, you're done. We'll see if it passes the geometry checks. No errors. Alright, we'll see you in the next video.